Hey, what's up guys, Amog here from Your Point of Tech, and today we'll be doing another video on this Redmi Note 5 Pro. Yeah, let's get started. So in this video we'll be doing camera review of this device. I have already compared the camera of this Note 5 Pro with many other smartphones, including the Oppo F7, Vivo V9 and Moto X4. But this time we'll be doing its solo camera review. Let us quickly get the specifications out of the way. This Redmi Note 5 Pro is having a dual camera setup where the main camera has a 12 megapixel sensor with f2.2 aperture and the secondary camera has a 5 megapixel sensor with f2 aperture. And this sensor is used for capturing the depth information for the portrait shots. These vertical dual cameras look exactly like the ones from the iPhone 10. But sadly, this is what the trend has been. At this moment, video capture is limited to 1080p at 30 frames per second, but Xiaomi has promised 4K video support in one of the future software updates. There is no optical image stabilization, but the 1080p footage is electronically stabilized. At the front, you get a 20 megapixel front camera with f2.2 aperture and a 1 micron pixel size, along with a dedicated front-facing flash. Now you can take HDR and portrait shots from the front camera as well. Interface on the camera app is also pretty clean and easy to understand. You can swipe left or right to choose between different modes such as photo, video, portrait, panorama and manual mode. Unfortunately, the manual mode is only limited to ISO and white balance. Anyways, now let's quickly take a look at some of the sample photos and videos that I have taken with this device. So as you can see, in outdoors under very good lighting condition, this Note 5 Pro performs pretty good. The color accuracy and the dynamic range is also perfect. You can see a lot of details being captured in these images. Color balance is also pretty natural in most of the cases. The camera on Note 5 Pro is surely much better than the previous generation Xiaomi devices. Overall, the contrast and sharpness seems pretty vivid and natural. All the shots are taken in normal mode without turning the HDR. And I must say, the amount of detail that this phone captures is really fantastic. Now moving on to semi-indoor condition, here also Note 5 Pro manages to hold up pretty well. The colors are natural and the saturation is also accurate. These are some of the close-up shots and not the portrait shots, but still the amount of blur that you see on the background is also pretty good. If the lighting is good, then you should not have any issues in my opinion. Now moving on to portraits, here are some of the sample portrait shots that I have taken with this device. And as you can see, in good lighting condition, the portrait mode works pretty well. There is a bit problem of exposure in some cases, but again it's not a deal breaker in my opinion. The edge detection also seems perfect, and if you know how to take perfect portrait shot, then you can make this your mini DSLR. I will have to compare the same with the Moto G5s Plus and the Honor 7X to see which one is better. Now moving on to front camera, this phone has a mammoth 20 megapixel camera which also supports portrait mode. And here are some of the samples from it. I must say, even though it is having only single lens, still it manages to hold up pretty well. The sharpness and details are good, and even the edge detection works like a charm even if you take group selfies. You can tap on screen to adjust the exposure, and you should not have any issues even if you take selfies in lower lighting. So definitely if you are a selfie lover, then this smartphone is perfect for you. And now finally when we talk about lower lighting shots, here I feel Xiaomi has a scope for improvement. Images taken during night time or in very low lighting condition seems a bit grainy and also captures considerable amount of noise. I won't say it is very bad, but can be improved with software. But again, overall considering the price point of this device, I won't complain that much as these pictures are much better than the previous generation Xiaomi devices. Talking about video performance, you can shoot 1080p videos and they are pretty stable thanks to the electronic image stabilization. One of the biggest disappointing factor with all Xiaomi devices was the lack of AIS or OIS. But with Note 5 Pro, Xiaomi has managed to implement EIS which works really well. Now this is a quick sample footage recorded from the front facing camera of this Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro, and this is how it looks when we record in outdoors. As you can see, this is a very bright sunny day, and again the audio right now you're hearing is being recorded via this phone's built-in microphone. So let me know what you think about the overall quality, the saturation and the sharpness as well as the exposure, and let's see how this can be comparable with the other smartphones as well in this price range. So to conclude the video here, I would say this Redmi Note 5 Pro is surely the best camera smartphone as of now under Rs 15,000. These dual cameras are way better than the Xiaomi's own flagship, that is the Mi Mix 2. So if you're looking to buy a smartphone under Rs 15,000 and camera is your highest priority, then definitely have a look at this Redmi Note 5 Pro. Let me know what you think about the camera of this device in the comments below. That is it for this video then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it and also subscribe to the channel for some more videos on this Note 5 Pro. This has been Amog and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye and take care.